Hey, everybody. Welcome to Don't Make Me Come Back There. We are a funny podcast about family. My name is Dustin Nickerson. I'm a stand-up comedian, the host of the aforementioned podcast. No breaks today. We're getting into it. Alongside me is my lovely wife, my co-host, my CFO, and overall great gal, dressed as a Green Ivy, as a punk rocker today. Punk rock Green Ivy.
Hey there.
No, Poison Ivy. Sorry, punk rock Poison Ivy.
Millennial mom.
Millennial mom.
Because I still have distressed jeans.
Yeah.
That's out.
My daughter... I put on a pair of jeans this week, and Gloria goes, "Dad, are you wearing skinny jeans?" And I was like, "They weren't skinny jeans the last time I wore them."
It's nice to have a 14-year-old girl in the house.
Yeah, all jeans.
She steals my eye creams because she thinks she needs them.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm 39.
Oh my gosh.
And
Also,
I need them.
Producer Andy is here in downtown La Mesa above Public Square Coffee. Yeah, there is an obsession over skincare with teenage girls right now that did not exist when you were a youth.
We just had drugstore makeup.
Mm-hmm.
We just had like Bonnie Bell, kind of like lip smacker.
I like their ice cream. Bonnie Bell?
Sorry, that was literally ice cream.
No. I think you were right.
I think they had
I was doing a bit.
There was a product line. Okay, now you're throwing me off. But
I was
we
thinking
had
of
like
Bluebell, I think is the ice cream.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think so.
You're right. Lip smacker, chapstick,
Lip smackers.
CoverGirl, Wet and Wild.
Yeah.
Like that's what we could get our hands on
Uh-huh.
in the 90s, 2000s. Maybe you would get like one Clinique thing
Mm-hmm.
in high school.
Clinique.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But we just didn't have. It was in department stores.
Right.
But we didn't have Sephoras and Ultas and YouTubers who are selling us our daughters' products all day.
Yeah.
And
yeah, YouTubers are convincing 13-year-old girls that like an hour of skincare is the minimum you have to do. It's
like,
essential.
If you're not doing a face mask morning and night, like, do you even care about self-care? And that's just, I mean, that's why she's stealing my I took her to spend her birthday gift cards, and I bought this eye cream. I was like, I should really use this. And then she took it. She's using it.
Mm-hmm.
She's 14.
Yeah, and you're like, it was a big jump because 6 months ago we couldn't get you to shower every day.
Well, and like they like Super Goop sunscreen. Yes, so this is $15, $20 sunscreen that every teenage girl thinks they need to be wearing.
100%.
And this is a big jump from their grandmas who just like laid outside.
Yes.
And fake and baked.
Our 14-year-old daughter said to me, putting on sunscreen, I'll be thankful later in life that I put this on now.
Which is just fed to her by
YouTubers.
Influencers.
Yeah. And I'm like, sweetie, it's night. And she goes, yeah, but you can still get a sunburn behind the clouds. I'm like, not when the sun is down. Yes, when the sun is up, you can get a sunburn through the clouds, but the sun is down.
So the YouTubers
no, Melissa, she said, but is moonburn a thing? And I go, you do not know enough about the world.
Science.
To have this much skincare. Moonburn is not a thing. But I bet some YouTuber told her moonburn might be a thing.
Supergoop now has a nighttime sunscreen to stars.
SPF 1. It actually absorbs some moonlight to help.
And we got to buy it for her.
No, you just have these like vitamin D deficient 14-year-old girls walking around.
Yeah.
Just
new study.
Yeah.
Teenage girls do not have any vitamin D. Why
the look is vampire. Not just the look. The goal is vampire. Avoid the sun. Just look creamy at all times. Just
well hydrated.
The look is on death's door. I don't know. It's a weird.
How much skin products can your skin absorb?
That's a fair question.
You know.
Yeah.
At some point, it's just all going on your silk pillowcase.
Well, and honestly, if you're like at 14 not happy with your skin and you're like, well, you're never going to be happy with your skin now. You know, I mean, like,
it's not now. And now that acne's the thing.
Acne's the thing, yeah.
It's going to be an uphill battle from here.
Yeah.
I guess that's what I'm going to say. And you better have a lot of money.
The only skincare worry I had at 14 was I did not want to take my shirt off at the pool because I had back acne. Bacne, baby. That was the that was my only one.
And you know what? I saw that Bacne, and I still wanted to hang out with you. And I guess that I'm just elevating myself here.
Yeah.
But I was trying to be nice.
You guys,
I was trying to be nice.
You guys, true love is bumpy. And
well, I should also
true love
say,
is not a clear skin. It is. Go ahead.
I should also say that I had my first psoriasis plaque on my forehead.
But I didn't see
17.
it. Yeah, because Love is Blind. Melissa had a huge psoriasis thing. Love is Blind and bangs are big. And I could not.
And not even the bangs could hide this. But we didn't know what it was. So our kids come to us with their skincare complaints. And unfortunately, we do not have a lot of empathy.
No sympathy.
Given that we have both spent 20 years fighting, or 25 years fighting our own skincare woes.
If you want to... If you want to be able to fund your teenage girl's desired skincare routine, you better take out a loan and or get a second job.
Or that's her college fund, is her skincare routine.
You can have clear skin or college. Those are your choices, honey.
Skin.
You can have hydrated skin or get to go to college. Those are your choices. They have an obsession.
But they would probably choose the skincare.
Between the skincare and the Stanleys, they have a real obsession with hydration. Like, we just have to have so much fluid in my skin and in my body.
Yep. They're committed to hydration.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Only Gen Z would make hydration a brand.
So much so, yes.
Like, oh, I'm so hydrated. Oh my gosh, I'm so hydrated. Like, hydration does not
get dehydrated.
I
cannot afford to get dehydrated.
You're like, you ate 11 Jolly Ranchers today. You're not on some health kick right now.
Yeah, you have a stash of candy in your room.
I also love when our kids go, I just love coffee. No, you love a caramel ribbon frappuccino.
Yeah.
Take a sip of this and tell me what you actually love.
Here we go again. Shout out to Public
Here
Square.
we go again.
Nobody gave us any feedback about our bougie kids and their Starbucks. I guess we're the only ones. We're the only ones with bougie kids.
No. Could you start the clock, Mel? None of this is usable. That's all right. How long have we been recording?
12 minutes.
Okay, so
no, 5, because we've been going with...
God, it felt like 12. So add 5 to whatever Mel's putting on here.
I'm sorry.
It's all right, Poison Ivy. Punk Rock Ivy. Anyways, everybody, we are off the rails. Our skin is clear.
That's not true.
Unlike our direction.
Oh.
Our apologies.
We are, you guys, we are doing the first time ever we've done 3 episodes in a day.
Yeah.
I think we've done it once before.
We've done it once. Didn't we do an evening? We did an evening session.
Right.
Right. We did one and then did 2 guests in a row.
That's right. That's right. So we've done it before. The 3 of us have never spent this much time together.
You were like, it's not that bad. And then I was like, no, this is hard for me.
No, it's hard for me too. Yeah, no, it's, I'm thinking a lot about city tacos at 1 o'clock. If we can get
it done.
If we can get this through, then Mom and Dad get a little lunch treat. And maybe a stone Buenavesa. No, I can't. My doctor told me to cut back on the drinking. You can't use any of this. No, you can use this. It sounds concerning. Okay, hold on. No one in my personal life get alarmed. I told my doctor how much I drank, and he said that's too much. It was not a high amount. It was not.
Because the doctor's like, how many drinks per day? 4?
Yeah.
Weekend, he's like, yeah.
He goes, how many drinks?
In a week.
No, he goes, how many drinks per day? And I go, so far today? Here's my impression of a doctor. Ready? You just list everything that's going on in your life, and he sits here and he types and he types and he types, then he types and he types and he types and he types and he goes, you've put on 5 pounds. And then he types and then he that's it. That's the whole.
Yeah, we both went to the doctor in the last week and a half. I walked into my office, or she walked in. I was seated, and she goes, dang it, I forgot what she said. Okay. Okay. Give me 1 second.
Let me go back to my drinking stuff. So my doctor said, he goes, how many days a week do you have a drink? And I go, I don't know, probably 3 to 4, like at home or on work. And he goes, that's too many. Cut it down to 3. And I go, okay. That's it. That was it. That was the whole. It wasn't. He's like, you gotta get it. He didn't hand me a pamphlet. I didn't get a pamphlet.
Yeah.
Right.
But it was. It was. He also did like the. He's like. He said it's like it's not at a point that's concerning. He goes, but you probably feel better if you don't, which is very
because the inflammation and all that. Okay,
Yeah.
so my doctor walked into my office, sat down, got her computer out, and the first thing she said to me was, "You have scoliosis." And I said, "Yeah, that's question number one."
Yeah.
And she goes, "Yeah, it just popped up in my system." And
You're like,
yeah.
do you not think?
They get just random diagnoses thrown at them. It's like a game.
Do you like
seems lively for the doctors?
You're like,
you
do you
know?
not think I didn't know that since I was 12 years old and had to go stand in a room in my bra with all the other 12-year-old girls and bend over and
for the school nurse?
oh man, scoliosis test.
Yeesh.
Now they was right.
Forgot about that.
So I had Miss Knapp in 6th grade, and we were at the end of the hall in Olympic View Elementary in Federal Way, Washington. We were at the end of the hall, and there was like a multi-purpose room that's like that's where we would go to for orchestra. Like it would just different things would rotate in there. My little stand-up bass, not little, it was gigantic. I played bass, and that's when they did this. That's where they did the girls' scoliosis test.
Oh my!
The guys were in the gym, and the girls were in the scoliosis. And they, you know how doors would have just like the one window.
Yes.
And they put up one
sheet of black paper
of black construction paper,
Uh-huh.
and all the guys are like, all the girls are in their bras in there. What's going on? You're like, I would pay $1 million. I would kill someone to get through that door.
Yeah,
all the girl Marie's in her bra in there.
Shirtless.
How do I get in there? It's a windowless room. It's the only. There's no windows on the outside. There's just that one. Like, how do I get in the scoliosis room?
Yeah,
I'm
you're
a
like,
12-year-old
do you need
boy.
any assistance?
All the girls are shirtless are in there, and all the guys are sweaty across the. Is Bernadette in there? Who's in there? Are they all in there? Meanwhile, it's like a shameful, embarrassing experience probably for the girls, right? Or weird.
Okay, well, ours was in the PE locker room that had showers, but nobody used showers in the 90s, late 90s. And yes, you're in a shower stall. And then I remember it was just so embarrassing because somebody didn't have a bra on.
Oh.
And then the staff was like, does anyone have a bra? And you're like, no, we're not sharing one bra. Like, and it made it worse. It's like, just look at their spine.
Right.
And move on.
Look. Also, why do they all have to be off at the same time? Maybe they weren't. In our minds, as guys, as 12-year-old boys,
we imagine no one's
just
shirts and skins, yeah.
You can't come in with your shirt on. You gotta come in here and just.
It's kind of the worst.
See who hit puberty early.
Yeah, it's the worst though.
It sounds awful.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is turning into a commercial for private and homeschool.
We're like. We need the kids to get their scoliosis checked at school.
Yeah.
Also, we used to have to do fluoride swishes in Japan.
In school?
In armed forces school in Japan. I think the water didn't have enough fluoride in it. So at school we would swish fluoride for a minute.
Oh.
Huh. Yeah, they get little Dixie cups, and we would.
Oh man, we didn't do that.
I just had PE where they had the little fat pincher, the little BMI measurer back then.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I always remember that feeling like, oh god, does that mean I'm fat?
Yeah.
We didn't.
They would measure your BMI.
Yeah, and it's just like this little
in school.
Okay, so we would
you don't remember that because you were 60 pounds, and they're like, we can skip her.
We did not have a fat pincher.
Yeah,
I remember the President Fitness Award very well.
Yeah, of course.
But
you could do the hang.
I could arm hang for 10 minutes.
Melissa's still arm hanging somewhere in Japan.
We've moved on.
Yeah, 10-year-old Melissa.
Going.
It's still arm hanging.
I had 0 arm strength. I just weighed nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, like it doesn't even feel different than when I'm.
Bar's holding me up.
Yeah. Yeah. You remember when they would do your vision and your ear test, your hearing test too, and you're like, I hope I'm not deaf.
Yeah, you're
just like, they're like, okay, raise your hand when you hear the beep. Oh gosh, I didn't hear it. Oh no, I didn't hear it. Beep.
Overthinking.
Oh gosh, I should have paid more attention in sign language. Oh no. Oh no, it's so anxiety inducing.
They're like
literally getting pizza.
I think you just have anxiety you can hear.
Why are you so sweaty, sir? Because I'm deaf. I can't hear.
I did fail a vision test once, but I kind of wanted glasses.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a common
once.
thing. Yeah, no, everybody wanted glasses and crutches back in the day. Ends up, I needed them. I didn't get glasses. Mel knows this test. I didn't get glasses until I failed or barely passed a driving test to renew my license when I was 21, because, every 5 years. And they could feel me guessing when I went to renew it. And they're like, that was pretty close.
Yeah.
And they're like, you might want to go get some glasses.
And we went to Costco and got you some glasses.
And I could see the smallest, thinnest glasses, because that was the the small
2000s.
Early small frames were in the 2000s. Yeah.
Oh, I want to see that.
Oh yeah.
You do and you don't.
You do and you don't. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning into our little podcast that could, everybody. We got lots of stuff to get to today.
Mm-hmm.
And by
More
today,
scoliosis stuff. That's the
this podcast does not have clear skin or a straight spine. We are a scoliosis podcast. We are just a little curve. Grade us on a curve, ladies and gentlemen. A couple of things, guys. If you're interested in seeing me come do live stand-up comedy,
woo!
This weekend, December 1st and 2nd in Phoenix, and then 3rd in Vegas, the 7th through 9th in Cleveland, the 10th in Cincinnati, the 13th in Columbus, the 14th through 16th in Pittsburgh, the 17th in Buffalo, and then New Year's Eve, the 29th through 31st in Indy, and then in January, we're going to be in Brooklyn, KC, St. Louis, Philly, February, Portland, D.C., Grand Rapids, March, Spokane, and Seattle, and we added some shows starting in June, but we're going to add more too. We've got Naples, Tampa, Dania Beach, San Diego, Nashville's on sale, 7/19 through 21. Check those out, please. That is how I pay my bills. That would be great if you did that. Also, we got a hot new Facebook group we're pretty crazy about.
Yeah.
And I think it's called Dustin Nickerson Comedy Fans. It's where the Backseaters and people are going. If you're looking just for some community, you guys, community is so important. It's so important,
can replace all other forms of community. That is why we created this Facebook page.
We gather and then we scatter. And just using all to view it as a community group of sorts. This is the worst pitch for our Dustin Nickerson Comedy Fans, and there's a link in the show notes here to go check that out. And you're gonna request to get approved, and some great admins are gonna say yes or no, and people are just posting things that chatting about things in the episodes. Next week you're gonna get the booty bump story that I did not want Melissa to tell, but we polled the group. You guys polled the Facebook group, and the Facebook group came in hot that they want to hear Mel's infamous booty bump story that I shut down. And so, I'm for the people here. I'm pro-democracy. So join that group. Mm-hmm. And Mel?
I also was going to plug our December 11th Patreon Zoom.
Is it too late to get in for the Christmas card? Christmas card is made, but is not sent.
It's been printing. It's printing as we speak.
Right now.
Okay, so we said by December 1st, you got to get in. That is the Patreon tier, Essential Oils.
Yes, so you have till Friday.
The folks that you hear at the pod outro, they're getting Christmas cards.
They're getting those Christmas cards, ladies and gentlemen.
And if your name is not being read on that, you are not getting a Christmas card. Yes.
Patreon's a great way to give a little more to the pod, get a little more from the pod. We put clips from this that we don't put anywhere else, including Melissa trying to find her 6th grade dance performance. Yeah. Until y'all ready for this, and we have them contribute to the pod in different ways, and we do the monthly Zoom hang, all kinds of other stuff. So check that out. Also in the show notes. So also we starting next week. And for our timeline, in about 40 minutes, we are bringing back our holiday horror stories. So tell us about your holiday stories gone wrong.
That's right.
I want to hear ER trips, travel woes, family drama,
bad gifts, menus, dinners that flop, or
meals gone wrong, all those kind of stuff. I don't want
right.
Girls Gone Wild. I want meals gone wrong.
Right.
Yeah, grills gone wrong is what I want. So send everybody that over to dontmakemecomebackthere@gmail.com. Today, I don't know, I got very commercially there at the end. We have a big weekend to recap because it was the Thanksgiving. It was the holiday season. And Mel and Dustin have been hosting some in-laws, man. We have been, busy bees.
Yes.
If you count, so my sister and dad came with me to Nashville. That wasn't like a pure host, but it was a half host.
Absolutely.
You know, playing a little tour guide, hanging out with them, hanging out the shows. Here's the spots, come to the things. And then Abby, our wonderful tour manager, when I'm out with Taylor, came out and was also helping host. It was fantastic.
Yeah, they toured the Ryman. The backstage.
Your dad came to a race, right?
Joel had a race in North County.
Grandma Shar came for Thanksgiving. We were singing Grandma Shar's coming to town. Grandma Shar. So
it was her birthday.
And this week up in the Northwest, Christmas in the Northwest, which only is a song if you got to pull up Christmas in the Northwest.
It's the worst song.
Oh my! Yeah, Mel's not going to be able to hear this because she doesn't have any. This is a very.
It plays nonstop.
It might as well be. It might as well be "Joy to the World" in the Northwest. It is the marquee Christmas song.
And the chorus.
I've got multiple versions here. Is there a particular?
Who's your?
Brenda White looks like it's.
That sounds great.
Brenda would sing this.
Brenda would sing
this. Yeah.
This is a new feature that Andy brought to the table. We might have to start getting Mel headphones so she can participate in the music side of things. You got it for us?
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, here we go. I'm sorry you're left out, Matt.
All right, I know the song.
It's so bad. It's so 90s. All my Northwest listeners are... I forgot how long the intro is.
They're all this long.
Feels like a...
You could skip to the chorus.
The wind may not blow.
It's so bad.
Might not even snow, but there's nothing like Christmas right here at home.
Let's talk about how there's no snow.
Might be a rainy night.
Might be a rainy night.
Nothing like
they did it. They said rain.
The sounds and the sights of Christmas in the Northwest is a gift that we can share.
It's so bad.
Christmas in the Northwest is a child's answered prayer.
No, it's not. No child prayed for Christmas in the Northwest.
And they still will have a tree.
Here we go.
For Christmas in the Northwest is a gift God wrapped in green.
In green. Christmas.
That was the token.
Right, turn it off. Christmas in the North
line.
Christmas in the Northwest is a gift God wrapped in green. It's so funny because Christmas is a magical time of year, but Christmas in the Northwest sucks. It's dark, it's cold, it's rainy, and this is like a PR stunt.
The state of Washington, Oregon, paid someone to make this song.
Like, hey, I know it's rainy, and there's no snow. But rain is it's actually kind of nice. It's it's nice that it's green. You're like, no, it's not green. It's gray and black. Those are the colors. Anyways, Christmas in the Northwest. We were up there, and that was a huge derail. But you know what, guys? We got time to fill. And if you never heard that song, Christmas in the Northwest is
you needed to hear it. I'm sure they got Christmas in the Southeast too. It's like every region has a dumb song.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna sing that one. I had some thoughts on it, but I'm not gonna.
No, anyway.
Anyways,
don't listen to me.
No. Anyways, the
here to derail Dustin.
Yeah. Today's the day. So we were up in November. It was actually gorgeous when we were up there this last week. So we were up there for a show, and and I brought the daughters, and my mom's birthday as well. So did like a breakfast brunch situation with her. So we have been,
We divided and conquered. I did some Black Friday shopping with my mom.
Yeah.
Our son went to the state cross country meet.
Yeah.
Support a teammate. So
let the record show, in the last month, we have visited and or hosted and or seen all 4 parents.
Yeah.
I knocked out like 5 cousins at the show as well.
Yeah.
And my sister. I mean, and you did mom and dad. I mean, that's like.
Yeah. Well, we don't live surrounded by family.
Yeah.
And to get them all.
Yeah.
Like that.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got out of it with 1 canker sore.
My eye is still twitching. So, yeah. And I'm seeing a chiropractor for my job.
Holidays are stressful, everybody. It's the holiday season. So schedule therapy and have a drink and try to remember to relax your jaw. It's the holiday season.
My jaw's so bad. It's literally COVID repeat. I was like, I remember it being this bad.
Yeah.
It was COVID. Yeah. So, but I got some new tools.
Your eye will twitch, your neck will hurt, and your sleep is gonna be really affected. It's the holiday season. Good.
So anyway, yeah,
it's good stuff. So it's all the normal life stress because nothing really stops.
Nothing slows down in December.
Plus, families coming to town, and there's extras. There's so many commitments. There's extra.
Gifts,
there's so much
the
stuff.
Christmas cards, the taxes, the year-end
sports, the
finances,
and all the plays, the recitals. It's a very, very busy, stressful time.
Celebrations.
So, anyways, but Thanksgiving was great. We got food to go. Boom.
Woo.
Smokey and the brisket. Barbecue for Thanksgiving, everybody. I love it.
There's a lot of foodies out there. And that is fantastic.
There's one in this room.
Absolutely.
But none of them are on camera.
And I guess a couple years ago, we've been playing around with not making holiday meals. In that we used to go to Vegas for Thanksgiving, or we do a destination. And then last year you were like, please don't cook. We want to like go on a hike or like go to a theme park. And we can't do that when you have to like menu plan and buy the groceries and prep the groceries and prep the turkey.
Yeah.
And then once you kind of had the dairy allergy, it kind of sealed the deal. Like,
I think that
this food isn't good for you. Like,
because you were never super committed to the meal. And I can't cook. Like I'm not. And I think
I've done Thanksgiving myself. About 3 times.
Yeah, and it's good.
It's a multi-day.
Yeah, and you're a good cook. You're a good cook, and we like the food that you make. It's very good. So don't hear me saying that.
I really love Thanksgiving food.
I don't love Thanksgiving food in general, but like I've been to a lot of different Thanksgiving things. I've had a lot of different Thanksgiving meals, and none of them have been like, this is the best. And I know it's not that great of food because we don't eat it year round for a reason. Like, we eat burgers year-round for a reason, because burgers are good all the time. And we eat pizza year-round for a reason, because it's, like, good.
But if you're never like, hey, how do you feed a crowd? Well, roast a turkey.
So, it's not that it's bad, but and you're a good cook, and I like your food, but I value time with you more. And when I kind of told you that, I was like, listen, if you want to cook, fantastic, and I can try and help, but I'm not great at this. But I'd love to hike and do a thing. And really what it changed is years ago, probably 6-7 years ago, I got offered a week of work over Thanksgiving in Vegas. And we're like, what if we just do this? And you've made one Thanksgiving meal since then. And so we switched to... We actually get to spend a lot more time as a whole family unit, which we don't get to do a lot because I travel so much.
Yeah.
Like, our whole family does not move in unison a lot. And
it's more like 1 off, 2, 3.
And, whoever's cooking, you lose them for the better part of a few days when you do it. Which, if that's all, more power to you if you want that.
5 cooks, or, like you kind of split it up or do it all together.
This is not a commercial for order out, and it's not a commercial for cook your own food. It's a commercial for do whatever you want. whatever you want to do as a family.
Or grouping.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you want to watch football all day, then watch football all day. If you want to run a turkey trot, then run a turkey trot. If you whatever you want to do and works for your group, you go do that.
And that was the funny thing was I just put a bunch of bowls out. That was our lunch.
Yeah.
Was like, here's some salami, here's some cheese, here's some veggies. And my mom kept joking that it wasn't shaped like a turkey.
Yeah. It was funny.
And on a charcuterie plate. And
Instagram.
And that's what social media does is they're like, oh, it has to be perfect. It has to be shaped like a turkey. And you're like, it actually doesn't.
Yeah.
Just eat and move on.
You have to.
You're not even going to eat half of this.
Yeah, you have to put
it all back.
You have to put this skin moisturizer on the turkey and let it.
Turkeys are not hydrated enough these days. Yeah. So anyway,
it was great.
Do what you want to do.
We did that. We saw Grandma Shar. We watched Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, which is probably both our favorite movie.
Yeah.
I cried. Mm-hmm. It's a heart movie, and I like that it's special to us. And it's, have you seen Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
Not recently.
You got it?
Years. I've seen clips over years.
Yeah.
But,
well,
those aren't pillows.
I don't know.
Give him the glove.
Yeah. It's special to us, and I think especially because you travel a lot over the holidays.
It's a travel movie.
It's a holiday travel movie.
And it also is a good reminder of how hard travel was in the 80s.
Oh, yes.
Like, whatever gets me every time
they don't have
in that movie is the line for the payphones to try and get a hotel after the flight is canceled.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, but I just booked it on my Marriott Bonvoy app. Oh, and
it's so hard.
It's so easy to travel now in comparison.
Yeah.
I've gone on this rant before. I did this on a podcast recently when comedians talk about how hard their job is, and I'm like, shut up. Just
so much harder.
It's so many harder jobs. Yeah. And I only say that because it's me. And I'm not saying this is an easy job, but I'm just saying in comparison.
Well, you can really stay in touch via the phone.
Yeah.
Because he's calling his wife in the night and she's asleep.
She's like, why are you in Wichita?
Yeah. And
I don't understand.
And we're like, well, we can just go to, Find My. And I know exactly where you are in the country.
And even if my phone doesn't have internet in the sky, which it normally does, by the way. It has,
we got 10 group texts going on.
You could go onto a website and see where my flight status is. Yeah.
I got your flight number.
Yeah.
You have air tags.
God bless these road dogs who used to do this. They used to have to get into town. When they would get into town, they would go to a payphone and call the comedy club to tell them they were in town.
Because it was unreliable.
Yes.
Yeah.
You didn't know if they're going to show up. You had no way to get a hold of them. It was, man, it was.
So it's changed a lot.
Anyway,
but it's a very funny movie to us.
It's great.
It's classic.
Melissa, I am always worried about internet safety.
Yeah, especially with our kids.
Especially for you. I'm worried about what you are looking at, which is why I want to get Bark put on your phone.
Oh, boy.
Your phone, your laptop, your pager. I need to get Bark on
Bluetooth.
your pager.
Yeah.
On your Bluetooth.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the little one in your ear.
Apple CarPlay.
As many of you guys know, we are parents. As many of you know. You all know we are parents.
Guys, we're parents.
We're parents. And internet safety is, I don't know if there's a thing that parents think about more anymore.
It is so important so hard to keep track of.
Yeah. And thankfully, insert Bark Technologies. And then a hero comes along with Bark Technologies to monitor your kid's phone. And there's a new Bark phone, too. I didn't hit that. I missed that one. But before that, I was crushing that. That was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Bark Technologies is a friend of the pod, and we love them so much. There's a couple services that we've used with them over the year. The phone, the monitoring of your kid's phone, where they send you alerts and what they're looking at, and they have different levels and things, whatever it may be. It's fantastic. You're not spying on your kid. There's just certain things where Bark goes, hey, you might want to see this, and they show it to you.
Check out this tag.
And even better, simplify your life, ladies and gentlemen. Bark has a new phone.
That's right. And it doesn't look like a kid's phone.
No,
it's black.
No.
It's sleek. Yeah. Phones and technology is improving, and this phone grows with your kid.
Oh.
So maybe your kiddo is, kind of inching into an Instagram account. or wants to be a YouTuber.
Yeah.
And you want to give him some training wheels to get there.
We recently let our kid get on Instagram, and it was because of Bark.
That's right.
We let our kid because we're less concerned, and because he's 15 and we're done parenting. But so tell them. But we also, we don't choose any sponsor for the pod. We like sponsors that make sense and we use in our lives, and Bark is one of them. And the new Bark phone is something that we're really excited about, as well as Bark technology is what we use constantly. And we have some promo codes and we have some details. Hit them, Melissa. Give them those sweet, sweet details.
All right. So you can manage screen time. You can block websites and apps. You can monitor text, email, YouTube, and 30 apps and platforms.
Andy's excited.
You can get child psychologist advice and tips, even ways to approach kids when they mess up.
So how do they sign up and how do they save some money, Melissa?
Let me tell you. If you click on the link in the show notes and enter Don't Make Me, all one word, Don't Make Me, you are going to get 7 days of a free trial for the Bark Premium subscription.
And?
As well as
15% off for the lifetime of your subscription, baby.
That's right.
Barbecue and planes, trains, and automobiles. I had a moment of self-care. I turned off the Seahawks game because I was like, this is going to be bad. And it was right. I was like, I was also like, sports fandom is put into good perspective when you're sitting next to two people that don't really care but are trying to be nice. And like your team will throw an interception. They'll be like, oh no. And you're like, don't do this.
Well, it's similar to cooking in the sense that if you have like 5 people who are foodies and love cooking, then you're going to share recipes. You're going to make the best Thanksgiving and everyone's going to savor it.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with your watching football. If you have 5 people who are really invested in the Seahawks, that's a really fun shared experience. And we have neither of those.
No.
And so it's just easier to get takeout and turn the game off.
Yeah.
Because it's not to be shared.
Holidays are about finding 1 or 2 things that everyone in the family can tolerate together.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like which Christmas movie do we not all hate?
Well,
and it's appropriate
actually,
for children.
That's a good way to view it because holiday traditions, like our holiday traditions, have changed a lot over the years. Like I used to, for my mom's birthday, I used to gift her Nutcracker tickets.
Right.
And me and the girls and her would get like kind of dressed up and go to the Nutcracker before Christmas. Mm-hmm. And then we just like stopped during COVID, and then we didn't want to pick it back up because none of us really were like connecting with the Nutcracker. And
COVID did a good thing in putting things in proper perspective. And what COVID did is people will look at all the things that they do and go, do I need to do this? Is this a must?
100%.
Yeah, we were not connecting with the Nutcracker.
Well, it's nice to plan an activity. That's a great gift. It's a great gift to plan an event. But if it doesn't work, then why are you doing it?
Yeah.
Instead
of the Nutcracker, we went and for your mom's birthday, we went to the Dell and sat by a fire pit and had a drink and some hot chocolate and some reindeer mix. I mean, that is better than the Nutcracker.
Yeah.
For most people.
I was trying to do like budget ice skating, like bring 4 canned goods and we get to ice skate. And then Dustin's like, good. I booked this. And sometimes that's what you need.
Yeah.
So
great. We all had a good
evaluate
time.
The group and what needs to happen and all that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you gotta mix it up, especially with teenagers.
Yeah.
They don't make it easy.
No.
My friend,
teens will make you stop trying to have grateful children.
So we put up our Christmas early. Mm-hmm. First time, mid-November, our tree and lights are up.
Yeah.
We love it. It's been a great thing because we read that article about celebrating early is good.
Yeah.
And my friend, they're just not doing ornaments this year. She goes, my kids hate to put them up. I hate to take them down.
I love this.
We are wrapping the tree in ribbon.
Oh, there you go.
And these are her ornaments. She's like, we don't need them.
That's so funny. I didn't even ask where these came from.
Yeah, we don't need them, so let's put them on your...
Well, I wouldn't hang this either. This is not great for your home.
Oh,
this is
okay,
maybe if they
listen,
had some... I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
The homemade ornaments are hers. I bought these ones. But the bulbs or whatever.
Yeah.
But the point is, like, if it's a chore and nobody wants to do it and everyone's going to be mean about it, then switch it.
Yeah.
You know? Like, make it work for your family.
Make it work, whatever. Listen, for my mom's birthday this year, I had a brunch in a casino. You know, make it work. Whatever works for your family on your schedule when people are in town. It was nice. It was pleasant. By the way, everyone who came out to that Arlington show, we sold that out.
Yeah.
There's a lot of tickets for Arlington on the Saturday after Thanksgiving at Angel of the Winds Casino. As I said, open the game. If you're surprised that I'm here, not as surprised as I am. It's like, that is the loosest term of Seattle. That is southern Canada.
And
we were very far.
You were on billboards and on the radio.
Oh, my gosh. They
lot
did
of
a great job.
Billboards,
They did a great job.
Those are
A
cheap.
billboard. No, it's the one the casino owns. Not billboards.
Well,
you know, like the reader.
Sure.
These are our
marquees.
Marquees, yeah, something like that. And
I think you were at a billboard on the highway.
I don't think so. No, it was. You know when you drive by a casino and they have the things advertising at their event, their venue.
It's
that's
the
what
LED
it was.
like ones.
Exactly. Yeah, like the SDSU ones. Like
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, I was misinformed.
You know,
I'm
tomato.
just saying that, like, you know, Pachanga, you know, and
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
it's a casino.
It was great. We had a good time. And UW gave us tickets to the Apple Cup, which was fantastic. Thank you, University of Washington.
Amazing.
Please. I mean, I hope to be the 2.98 GPA alum you are most proud of. I hope I am the one that you're like, he contributed nothing to the academic world here or thereafter. But you know what? He's a Husky. He got in on a technicality.
Yep.
And he graduated with a GPA that is that you would think based on said technicality.
And
but I went to school and I worked very hard.
Did you get a finance degree?
No, I got a degree. No, I did not.
I'm just kidding.
I got a degree in international studies with a religion focus and a minor in history. And now I'm contributing to society in the way that you would expect that person to.
Yeah. Well, I got a visual arts degree.
Yeah. You know, I downplay it, but at a certain point, they're like, oh, it's got a thing. He's got a whole career. He goes on TV. He's got a published book. I mean, he's not bright. He's not an academic.
20 years.
He's not an academic standout, you know. But he's a stand-up. I don't know.
We found our way.
These two idiots.
Yep.
Well, not 20.
Okay. 18.
Yeah. I mean, I was 20. How long have we been? I mean, I went to my first open mic when we'd been married for 9 years.
2006.
It's too long ago.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It wasn't quite 20 years.
Anyways, the people that came out, thank you so much. My daughters and I had a great time in the Northwest. Christmas in the Northwest. We went to Snowflake Lane in Bellevue. 'Cause we had a night off, and I was like, you want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. We went to Bell Square on Black Friday. It was crazy. The gig was up north. Everett has a pop store, Funko Pop store that we went to, which was awesome. Right by there. Shout out Narrative Coffee, and Everett is so good. It's hilarious that I know where these things are. And this is a funny moment we had on the phone. We called Mom while we were on the road, and had a nice little lovely chat with you, and then we hung up, and Gloria goes, oh, it's nice when Mom doesn't sound stressed. And I'm like, why do you think she's not stressed? You're not there. The stress has been removed.
They have
from the blade that has been removed.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
They have like a whole Sunday Mom that our kids can reenact, and it's bad, and it's dead on. Yeah, Sunday Mom is like laying in bed.
Well, you do Saturdays by yourself, and then, you know.
It's the travel sports.
Yeah, you'll text me.
They really beat you down.
You usually text me at like 7 p.m. You're like, I'm opening a beer.
Yeah, Sunday. I always say Thursday nights and Sunday nights are the hardest.
Yeah.
Thursday,
the day I leave and the day
finish
before I come
off
home.
the week.
Yeah.
There's tests. Everybody has a sport Thursday nights. And lots of tests Friday. And nobody wants to get up. and then Sunday nights because it's like turn off the screens and get ready for the week.
Right.
Yeah, and it's tough, the reentry. So I actually...
And then on Monday, everyone's like, how was your weekend? And you're like, what?
I know. I'm over... I get it. Like, for a while, like, TGIF was hard. Like, because, like, oh my gosh, it's Friday. And I'm like, wah, you know?
Yeah. We have an ongoing thing where I send Melissa a gif of Tina Fey and Amy Poehler dancing that says TGIF. And it's like when she lists everything she did that Friday night while I was in D.C. or Orlando or Omaha or something, you know?
Yeah. Well, and it was good because I did get a lot of house stuff done that just you need to get done with 5 people. And I finally ordered and reserved our Disney tickets. So
did it.
That was as hard as taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really tough. And I did it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a different experience on the weekends, you know?
Yeah.
I think actually the weekends are more, the differences between parents and non-parents are most on display, I think, on the weekends, you know?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, because during the work week,
it's kind of similar. You get home, it's kind of similar. And we have homework and stuff when we get home, but people are busy during the weekdays, you know. And I guess if, you know, like that's probably when people do like their grocery shopping and stuff. But like what it is parents have everything to do that someone that doesn't have kids do, plus the kids. Like we also have to grocery shop.
Yeah.
We also have to, like, I know that you're busy. We have there's nothing that you do that we don't do as far as necessities go.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's just, what were we talking about? You and I were talking about self-care, and the self-care is the work week.
Yeah, 100%.
For a parent. You're like, I'm seated in a Zoom meeting, and that is my break.
That's my break, yeah.
You know, like, because you have to constantly think about everything your children need.
Self-care, self-care for a parent is a shower.
Oh my gosh. That's what I told you via text. I was like, you can host Thanksgiving or you can take a shower, but you cannot do both.
Yeah, you'll talk to your non-parent friends like, oh, I just need a relaxing weekend. I'm going to go to the spa, or I'm going to get a massage, or I'm going to meditate,
nails.
or I'm going to go like nails or retreat or something like that. And you're like, if I can shampoo and condition,
then wow.
That is self-love. It's almost like if I do that and I clip my nails, I'll feel guilty. Like that's too much self-care.
I know. I've gotta get out of here.
You lush.
Yeah, I've gone too far here.
I know.
Here's the thing that you don't say as a non-parent. Oh, I missed my shower window.
Because as a parent, you absolutely have a shower window.
You have a shower window that you can get in.
Or you're wearing a hat or a beanie.
Yeah.
And you got to go.
No one at our school pickup line has ever seen me without a hat. Never. And they never will. Because that's not my shower window.
Nope.
My shower window comes, for me, usually somewhere around 1 or 2. But if I don't get it in before school pickup, it's off. There's no shower. When they shower, like, I can't do it when they get home. You know?
They got a shower.
They got a shower.
Yeah. And you got to make sure they get showered, or that makes you look really bad.
Yep.
You guys landed late at like 11 p.m. Okay, so you guys left Friday morning, and I drove you to the airport Friday. Mm-hmm. I picked you up from the airport at 11 p.m. I showered. For the first time
since
at 10:15 before I picked you up from the airport.
Yep. Yeah.
And my hair was so
You showed up
matted.
at the airport at midnight with wet hair, and I'm like,
I know. I was like, I've been getting so much stuff done.
It's great.
And hosting and doing this and that. Like, I barely left. Do you remember when we went to the fire pit? I was like, I don't care. I am rinsing off.
No, yes.
I will have wet hair at the fire pit.
You needed a shower so much that you messed up your times. Like, I think it's like kind of like subconsciously, you're like.
You went to martial arts, and I got in the shower and.
For the daughter. I'm not in Kung Fu.
You guys got home and you're like, why are you in the shower? We have to leave now.
I was like, we have a reservation. I was like, we have to leave at 7. And you're like, okay. And you read that as get in the shower at 7.
I was like, I don't care if I have white hair. I cannot go looking like this or feeling like this. That's really what it is. Feeling like
Well, and when you have babies, you have to choose, am I going to eat, shower, or sleep? That's what you can get during that window.
All you should do is sleep.
Yeah.
But to feel like a human, you eat and shower.
Yeah, you're like, am I going to be tired and stinky or no, what is it? You have to make the decision. Am I going to be rested and stinky?
Yeah.
Or clean and tired?
And you're going to be hungry no matter what. Yeah. Unless you eat in the shower. Eat in your sleep.
That's very funny. You're like, when you're a parent of young children, you're like, could someone just wash me while I rest?
Could I sleep in the shower?
Nice sponge bath service.
Could someone
just shows up like?
Could someone just
sleep?
Yeah.
Someone started a gig economy for that.
Yeah.
It's like an Uber for.
What do you want for Mother's Day? I would like you to bathe me as I rest. If you could just get baby wipes and just wipe me down gently as I sleep.
Yeah.
And then just deodorant me, and then do some dry conditioner, right? Dry shampoo and conditioner, and there. And then if I could,
good to go.
If I could wake up clean, all my problems are solved.
That would be amazing.
And fed. Is there a way that we can IV some nutrients into you as you rest?
IVs for new parents.
Moms of babies, we need to create a service for moms for babies that they can just lay in bed and get food through the IV, nutrients through the IV, and be cleansed. They need a womb is what they need.
A mother's womb.
Wombs for moms. Trademark wombs for moms. I need wombs for moms to hit the market tomorrow.
Oof. Sounds nice. Sounds nice. The only comparable version of this is sleeping in your van at a child sporting event.
Yes.
Now, this is
get it in while you gotta get it in while you can.
This is top tier parenting.
This is a big parenting hack.
Is like, do they have to be there at 6 a.m.? The game starts at 7:30?
Yeah. You
are sleeping in your van. From 6 to 7:30. Yep. You give your little one your phone and fall asleep in the back seat.
Have you been doing that?
Maybe.
I didn't know you were going all the way to the back seat to lay down. I respect the heck out of that.
A hot car.
Oh, it's
nap?
Perfect. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, there's nothing better than a car nap.
Yeah.
But like a hot car.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Especially if you get one of those on a midday lunch.
Yeah. I remember yeah.
You're waking up from that.
No.
I gotta go where?
Sometimes it's not worth it though, because you gotta open the door and the air hits you and no, I would do it. I discovered the hot car nap. Well, I discovered it first when I would get left in the car as a child, but that's what it was.
Humble origins.
Maybe that's what it is I'm just like, there's something psychologically that we remember as kids who were raised in the 90s and 80s. To be like, we can sleep in cars because we just used to get left in cars all the time.
Strange. I love being alone.
Yeah, I love just being alone in a warm car. Yeah, that's how they didn't used to rock us to bed. They would like, just friggin' get in the car and drive. But then I would do it in community college too. If you had like a 2-hour break, I actually had a couple times, more than a couple times, where I had like an early morning class, and then I wouldn't have a class for like 2 hours. Then I'd have 2 classes after that, and I would sleep through those 2. So I would drive to school for 1 class, sleep in my car for 3 to 4 hours, and like wake up and be like, well, I missed class.
I missed so many classes that way.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You're like, I'm at the school.
I forgot about that until you started telling. I was like, oh my god, I used to do that, and I remember missing so many classes.
I'm right here. I'm already here.
You're on campus.
But man, the way that I had that bench seat, my 88 S10, you could just lay down and.
I just want to see a photo of like one of your friends who found you in your car.
Well, there were no cell phones back then.
Car naps. Yeah.
Anyways. Well, I hope this episode wasn't a car nap for you guys, and I hope it helped keep you awake while you're driving. But
wake up and get after it.
Oh, that's what I kept saying. You got to get up and get after it. That's my life motto. You just got to get up and get after it because no one's going to get after it for you. You know, that's just my life motto. That's what I say every day when I sleep in past helping getting the kids to school. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.
Right, bye.
Hey, folks, want to give a special shout out to our As Essential as Oils patrons. Ooh, that's $25 up a month. That's a big money right there. What you get is you get a special shout out on this podcast at the end right now. So, first up,
April Griffiths,
Adam Bush,
Allison Nelson,
Bonnie Galindo,
Carrie Teague,
Caroline Crimmins,
Code to Grow,
Courtney Eibling,
Damaris Diaz-Stevens,
Dan and Chelsea Morell,
Daniel Owens,
David and Melissa Cox,
Dave Hoagland,
Isaac Teron,
Jason White,
Jennifer Ashley Downs,
Jessica Handurand,
Joshua and Nikki Platt,
Jordan Lara,
Jordan Cowan,
Juliana Smith,
Lori Amos,
Matt and Sam Slosdom,
Nathan and Jennifer Merritt,
Nicole Caroz,
Rachel Wilson,
Rachel Kennedy,
Robert and Nellie Capin,
Stephen Menya,
and Tiffany Payne. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you.
Bam.